Hey everyone, it's Natasha and welcome to the start of another reading vlog. It is week 2 of the Stranger Things mini reading challenge, but I adopted it as my monthly challenge because I'm not reading 5 books in 5 days. I do not have the time, 1, and 2, I do not have the strength to pull 5 books in 5 days, especially when some of the books are like 400-500 pages. You know, with being a working adult, you don't have time to just laze around. You actually have work to do. So, and I'm not pulling an all-nighter. I'm sorry, I do not do well with little sleep. Anyway, this week's prompt is running up that hill. It's choose a book with a protagonist fighting an uphill battle. And I don't know about this book, but I have, from the small reviews I've seen, I'm assuming this is a book that will fit that prompt. And it is, hold on, I need to get the order right. It is, what am I reading now? Glow from Raven Kennedy. So this book follows a gilded woman called Orin, and all her life she has been protected by King Midas. And essentially it's a King Midas retelling. And there are things that are happening around this kingdom where King Midas lives that is starting to, how can I say, tear a rift in Midas and Orin's relationship, because she believes he is her protector. She believes he is the person that she can go to when she has issues. And then a few things happen which causes the rift between them to just break. And she discovers that whatever Midas has been telling her might have been a lie, and she has been manipulated for most of her life living with Midas. So before we get started on this reading vlog, please remember to like, subscribe, comment down below if you've read the comment down below if you've read the Play to Prisoner series. What did you think of it? Are you excited for, I believe it's the last book called Gold? And without any further ado, let's jump into the video. So, actually, before we get started, I have a few things I need to do. I luckily don't have to do any cooking tonight because we have leftovers from last night. And my mom's like, I'm giving you a night off. I was like, oh, thank you. Because I've been really exhausted these past few days. And I don't know if it's because of the lack that I'm going to gym or not. But I don't have the energy to go to the gym. But anyway, I have, I think, 2 videos I need to record. I also need to edit them, but with the energy I have now, I'm probably going to leave them for tomorrow. So I'm sorry my posting is so sporadic. I just don't, everything since the start of July, everything has just been tumbling and it's chaotic, and I barely have the time for myself, and I need, I don't know, like a reset weekend or something, just where I can fix everything. But because I was also ahead of everything, and then I don't know what happened in June. The end of June, something happened, and I just failed in planning ahead, and then it just all went to chaos. So that is my spiel for now. I am quickly going to record the video and then, or the 2. I'm so exhausted. I have an issue. Maybe I should just go get some water. So, hear me out. I have 3 weeks to submit a radio drama for competition for one of our radio stations, right? I have been planning this drama thing for about a year now. I have an idea in mind, but I have not typed it out yet. And it is supposed to be in on the 1st of August, by latest, the 1st of August. So I'm going to sit down for an hour now. I'm going to work out my layout. I'm going to read through the rules and I'm going to work out my layout. And then I'm aiming to win this thing because it's a lot of money. And you get a prize if you are like a young writer as well. So I've got my tea with me. My laptop's on. I will get an exam pad somewhere and then I will start formulating my plan. Okay, so quick update. I don't know what this was. I finished outlining the drama and then I wrote about a page and a half of it. It's a new format for me. I'm not really used to writing drama. So we shall see how it goes tomorrow. My fiance just told me, don't stress yourself out. I'm like, I'll try. I told him I won't, but my initial response is, I'll try. Because, yeah, I'll get it. I'll do it. It's fine. I'm just not going to put a lot of pressure on myself. But anyway, so I'm done with that. I'm going to take it it's going to be a calm evening. I don't even know what time it is. I'm going to take it, it's going to relax. Words. I'm just going to go shower and then I'm going to sit in bed and I'm going to read. Where is my Kindle? Oh, I'll put it over there. This is the downside if you have a big bed in a small room. Like, you can't just jump everywhere. You have to stretch. Anyway, so there's no parts in this book, but I'm at 4% now. So maybe if I can read up until 10% tonight, I think that would be perfect. And then we'll see how the night takes me. It is Tuesday. I'm so relieved and also not, because I really wanted to be weekend already. I'm so tired. You cannot believe. Anyway, sitting with my jersey like this because it's super cold in this room. You know what I hate about Kindles? Is this notification popping up. Like, I was busy reading and it just said, your Kindle battery is running low. Thank you. I am aware, but it can still function for about like 3 hours. So please keep calm. Anyway, I read way further than I wanted to last night, mainly because I couldn't sleep, because I psyched myself up. So, story time. I was walking in the garden, letting the dogs do their business and whatnot, because they sleep in the house. So just before we go to sleep, we just let them out so they can do their business, and then we can come in, lock everything up, put the alarm on, true South African style, and then just, you know, go to bed. So I was standing on the far end corner of our yard and I turned over. Keep in mind, it's very dark in our backyard because it's very bushy and there's lots of plants and whatnot. And we have this rain meter that is in a pot plant in my vision. And as I'm moving, it looks like someone's ducking down and running into the bushes. And I kid you not, I scared myself shitless. And I started yelling. And my mom came rushing out and she was like, oh, what is happening? And I told her, I thought I saw someone there, but you know, after yelling my head off, I realized it was the water meter. The light caught the water meter and it just looked like someone, because you know, when it's dark outside, your mind plays games with you. Yeah, that's what happened to me. So all in all, fantastic. I think I only went to bed at 11, which is quite late for me because I usually go to bed at 9:30. So at least I didn't wake up as tired this morning, which is surprising. I feel like there are some times where you have to go to bed later because maybe your body's just too groggy and it's, I don't know, trying to stop you from, I don't know how to explain it. I felt like I was too groggy, so sleeping later fixes the issue. Does that make sense? I don't think it does. Anyway, yeah, so I also drank some chamomile tea because I just needed to calm down. I read up until 15% of, I have to get this right. By the end of this week, I'm going to get it right. I read 15% of Glow. There we go. And we're getting flashbacks of Slade's, childhood from age 8 when his powers started manifesting. And although it's interesting to see the dynamics in which he grew up, I don't care about his childhood. I want to know what's happening to Oren. And she's just Sleeping Beauty at this point. She's just chilling in his bed. Also, I thought, what's her name? It's Queen Kayla or something. She's from the Third Kingdom, where with the ocean and everything. I actually thought she's going to be nice. Why did I think that? You know, the only people that's been nice so far is Fourth Kingdom. So I don't know if there's like a reputation that precedes these people. If they are beautiful, they are not nice. Their kingdom's horrible. Their kings and queens are horrible. But if they are scary as hell and they spike fear into everyone, aka King Rot, they're actually the nicest and the sweetest people on earth. It's very confusing. Anyway, so that is my take on everything right now. I don't know if Queen Kayla, Queen K. I'm going to call her Queen K. I don't know if she's going to have a redemption arc. I don't know if Queen Melina's going to have a redemption arc because she's extra. So I'm going to read for a bit more. I don't know how far I want to get. Let's set myself a goal. I'm at chapter 15 now. So I think I'm going to read up until chapter 30, maybe 35. So if I can get to 35, chapter 35, I believe I will be on track with my reading goals for this week. Don't know why I messed that up. Okay, so quick update before I go to bed. I am exhausted with a capital E. I stopped in the middle of the chapter because my eyes just can't anymore. But anyway, so I'm at 24% of the book right now. I can't say Oren is annoying me because I know she's got issues. So I know she's struggling to come to terms with what happened in the previous book. And Slade, who just wants to talk and just wants to talk her through everything, is pushing her and she just wants to avoid it. And I don't know if it's going to annoy me in the long run. Most likely would. But yeah, that's how far I am now. I'm going to go to bed because I'm super tired. Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I didn't even get to chapter 35. I think I'm at chapter... Hold on, let me check quickly. Hello, can you switch on? Thank you. I'm at chapter 17 right now. Yesterday when I told you I was at chapter 15, that was a lie. Or did I say 13? Anyway, I was at chapter 12. I don't know how 2 makes a 5, but yeah. Anyway, so that's where I'm at now. And it's not anything groundbreaking yet. I'm waiting for a plot twist to come. But all that's happening now, it's just people plotting against Oren because of what she did and the horrors she did and the bad person she is. well, 3/4 of everyone else is a bad person and she's just trying to survive. But yeah, like I said, didn't get very far, but right now I'm just uploading my June wrap-up video. Then I'm going to make some dinner, and then hopefully, I'm sure chicken a la king is usually fast, so I'll make that. And then I'm in serious need of a soak, like a bath soak, or any kind of soak, you know, where I can just laze around, where I can read my book, chill, not be bothered by anyone. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do tonight. Let's just hope the bath water is warm. Fingers crossed. Hey everyone, happy Friday. I don't know what my dogs are doing, but anyway. So I am 33% into Glow. There we go, Glow. Okay. It's getting really interesting. I am really enjoying it. I wish I could find the audio app that I use, or the app that I use that has audio books. I wish they had the Play to Prisoner series on that as well, because I would really love to listen to it, because these past 2 days I just sitting with a physical book is just so tiring. So naturally I picked up Catching Fire, because I also mentioned that I actually want to read the whole trilogy or series. We'll see if I read the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes as well. But what I can say about Glow so far is it's getting pretty interesting. There are secrets that Slade is keeping from us as a reader and from Oren. And Oren is still trying to come to terms with everything that happened. And it's just one hell of a big mess that they were in between. There's also this funky relationship between Oren and Slade now, of which I don't like, because I know they are kind of like destined to be together. So the fact that she's so iffy, and she's, let me put it like this. I'm putting up an emoji every time I spoil something, so you can just skip over it. Because Midas hacked off her ribbons, now she feels ashamed about her back, and she feels that Slade won't appreciate how she looks, and also the fact that she has this idea that her ribbons won't grow back. When that's mentioned in a book, I have this feeling that the ribbons are going to grow back. She's just one day going to wake up and they're going to be there, or they're going to slowly protrude out, or something's going to happen that makes them just go, I'm back out. You know, that kind of thing. Because her ribbons give me kind of like Slade's spiky stuff. The only difference is she can't retract them. She has her ribbons, but they will grow back. This is the idea I'm getting from her ribbons. Watch Raven Kennedy prove me wrong. But yeah, that is basically all. Slade is also, he received, you know, the message that Queen K is, I don't know what she declared something against Oren because she murdered King Midas and stole his power. So, but I don't think he's going to tell her that up until the fact that she's ready, which might tumble into something else in their relationship. And I don't think I'm ready for their relationship to deteriorate any further than it is already deteriorating. So, I just finished, I'm at part 2 of Catching Fire now, so I have maths, not mathing. I have 65% of the book left, and then I'm also at 33%, as I've said, with Glow, but I'm going to pick that up now. I had to make myself some tea because I'm famished. My mouth is dry, and I don't want to drink water because it's cold, and I don't like cold water when it's cold. It's a whole predicament of which I'm putting myself in. You know, there's this thing that people say, if you drink something cold, you'll heat up. That is utter bull. I'm just saying. My mom's gran had this whole epiphany as well, where she said, if you drink hot tea on a hot day, you'll get colder. No, you won't. It feels like you're spontaneously combusting. So I don't know if it's happened to anyone where if it's hot, you stand and you drink hot tea or hot coffee or just something hot and you cool. If that happens to you, I'm so happy for you, but I've tried that. And as I've said, everything heated up and it felt like I was spontaneously combusting. So I'm going to make myself some tea, going to make some food, and then, yeah, we're just going to chill for the evening. Hey everyone, just a quick update of where I am. Oh, my hair looks fantastic. Anyway, so I am currently where am I? 71% in Glow. There's not much going on. So it's kind of boring in a sense. I mean, the plot's developing, but it's not developing fast enough for my liking. So I don't know. Hopefully there's some action in the last 30%, but I highly doubt it. It was just more of a background of who Slade is and why he is who he is, and Oren battling with the fact that she doesn't want to use her power, that type of thing. So it's been dragging. And then with, where am I now? With Catching Fire, I think just before they announced the Court to Quell, or who the participants or whatever it is in the Court to Quell. So, yeah, that's basically the update I have for you today. Hey guys, okay, so a few days later, I'm coming here, I'm wrapping up the vlog, and I'm going to give you my thoughts. I had to sit with this for a while because it's not that it's a bad book. It's just, I know with a book this big, and a lot of people loving it, I have to rearrange my thoughts in such a manner. I have to read some of the people's reviews as well, and I have to sit and think about what I read, especially when I have this dilemma of, is it a good book or is it just good because everyone else rates it good? So this is going to be spoiler free, so if you haven't read the series, it won't give much away. The only thing it will give away is who the main character ends up with. But other than that, yeah, it's spoiler free. The first thing I want to say is, I have to admit, the first 80% of this book was just, it was okay, but it wasn't as exciting for me. The reason for it was, and I understand it, is that Raven Kennedy was building the world even further. She was introducing new characters. She was introducing just more things into the world that can't just be mentioned and continued. You know what I mean? She can't just mention something happening, but she grazes over it, and you sit there and you think, how did that happen? So essentially, in the first 80 pages, everything is smooth sailing for all the characters. Nothing really is happening. It's just Oren fighting with her demons, Slade fighting with his demons, and the two of them getting to know each other. The first 80% is explored by world building, the characters' past, and also you get a lot of steamy exchanges between Slade and Oren. I mean, there's a lot, and oh, they're steamy. Anyway, so like I said, we are introduced to some of the new characters' perspective, and some of them I sat thinking, why? Why are you here? I think essentially Raven Kennedy just used them because she would end, say for example, Oren's chapter on a cliffhanger, and then she would bring in another character, and then I'll be like, okay, why'd you bring this character in? And after reading that chapter, you think this was a bit of useless information, but it was only with two characters that happened, and one I minded more than the other. The one I thought was completely useless, didn't need to be in there, and that was Queen Kayla, or Queen K as I'd like to call her because I forgot her name in the beginning. Yeah, so I don't see the reason why she was added into the point of views, unless it will make sense further along the line. But for now, I was just like, you had two chapters and you explained nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. It's just you telling me that you're going to call a conflux because Oren killed Midas. Okay, what do you want me to do with that information? You could have added that to Slade's point of view, where he sees the message and he says, okay, she's calling a conflux. So those two chapters were entirely useless. Let's just get down to the nitty-gritty stuff, what I enjoyed and what I didn't enjoy. So essentially, and I've already talked about it, I did not enjoy Rissa or Queen K's point of views. Rissa's was something happening, but again, why was it added in there? Like, the book would have made a lot more sense even if her points weren't in there. Like I say, I think it was just a filler for people to sit on the edge of their seats and wonder what else is going to happen. What I definitely did enjoy was that ending. That, I don't know how to explain it to you. I was sitting on the edge of my seat for the last 20% because that was just some nail-biting issues that arose in the last 20%, and I was just, I couldn't put the book down. Every single minute I had to put the book down was because I had to do something for work or I had to do something for the house. But other than that, I was glued to my seat. I needed to know what was happening. And the ending, it's definitely, if you can push through the first 80% of things not happening really, and you push to that, when it hits, I think it's 81% and things start happening, you're like, okay, now the action is happening and now I'm excited. Also, it's not essentially an enjoyable feeling, but the emotions the story invokes. If you check the trigger warnings in the beginning, it says this is something, it's a book about people dealing with emotional trauma, PTSD, all that kind of things. And yeah, the annoyance that this book brought up, especially from the monarchs that, you know, they just didn't care about Oren because she's a saddle. And it's essentially how they pave the way for life as well. If you kind of like a low-based income person, you are looked down on and you are just, you know, that type of person. And yeah, it's I don't know how to explain it because I didn't put it in my review because I thought I only had like a limited number of things to say, but I really, really enjoyed the way the book plays on your emotions. For the last 20%, that book played on so much emotions. I had anxiety like nobody's business. I was chewing my nails. I was rooting for the characters just to do what they were supposed to do, especially Slade. I really hoped he would jump in any second, and there were points in time where he gave up and I was like, no, you need to push through. So the anxiety, everything else in that was just, it was very, very intense. In the end, I enjoyed Oren's growth. It was gradual, it wasn't fast. It showed that even though she's growing, even though she's maturing after being in a manipulative relationship for about a decade, there's still times where you doubt yourself. There's still times where you go back and you're like, was I doing the right thing? And yeah, her whole journey throughout these books are actually just quite exciting. So to see her grow, to see her improve on herself throughout the books. So if I had to put these books in order from favorite to not so favorite, it would be definitely Gleam. Firstly, I enjoyed that book beyond measure. It was a 5 out of 5 stars, especially the ending. You know, there was a lot of nail biting in the story as well, but every piece of that story was gripping. And then it would be Glow. Secondly, then I would say Glint, and then lastly it's Guild. So with all that in mind, I gave this book a 4.5 out of 5. I was going to give it a 4.8, but I decided on a 4.5. So that is basically my reading vlog. It's very long-winded, and I'm sorry for my chair that's squeaking. Needless to say, and with all that to say, I am looking forward to Gold, even though it's coming out in about a year. Exactly a year from when this book came out, so it's great. That's that. That is my reading vlog for this book. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you did, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in a video next week. Bye.